Yeah, I'm excited to talk about the Jets, so we should do it. Because the Jets are that swing team of they could be a 4-win team.
I don't think they're going to
They could be a playoff team who won the division.
Well,
they could be such a swing purely depending on Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Let me say this. The things they gained, things they lost is free agency. They franchised Muhammad Wilkerson. They just got a long-term deal done with him. He's going to be there for good. They lose DeMario Davis. They lose Damon Harrison. That's their big ones. Ryan Fitzpatrick still out there, not signed. Chris Ivory's, he is now
not
in
signed, not responding to text messages.
Antonio Cromartie's not there anymore. Stephen Ridley's not there anymore. However, those two don't matter because you brought in Matt Forte from the Bears. You bring in, on the defensive line, Jarvis Jenkins from the Bears. You bring in Steve McLendon from the Steelers. This is a team that made some additions, made some good additions, and even in the draft, they bring in outside linebacker Darren Lee. They've got a quarterback in waiting that I know some like Brandon Swanson can't stand, and Christian Hackenberg. And Brandon really likes to point out Hackenberg, saying that he's a hack. But this is a team that all revolves around, yes, you got Matt Forte, you still have Brandon Marshall, but I don't know. Geno Smith, to me, is not the guy. He's never going to be the guy. He's never going to win you any games. You'll be a 5, like Mark said, maybe a 5-win team. I got you as a 1-win team right now with my early outlook. Like I said, things may change. I may tinker with things, but right now my gut reaction, you're a 1-win team with Geno Smith at the helm.
You like to just do that too. Ricky likes to just do that to some team.
And I liked right now just to get out there and say, okay, gut reaction, get my things on paper, and then look at it.
I get it. I did the same thing where I just kind of gut reactions and got some more 2-win teams than they're deserved to be before you go back and you correct with smart decisions. But this team here, they've got a great defense. They have one of the better duos in Eric Decker and Brandon Marshall. Eric Decker probably purely because of Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall caught, he was tied for the most touchdown passes last year. What more can you ask out of a wide receiver? You got a good offensive line. You have, Matt Forte, one of the best receiving running backs in the last decade. So you got all these great pieces here. The one thing that you're missing is a deal with your quarterback. And I still say, Fitzpatrick, he's asking for too much. He doesn't deserve it. He had a little bit of a fluky season this past season, but he knows the alternative is Geno Smith. And he knows by week 1, he's going to get that deal because you can't go into the preseason with Bryce Petty, Geno Smith, Christian Hackenberg, and actually expect to win those games and actually expect to see anything worthwhile. He knows that the Jets are going to run out of options and they're going to call him.
The New York Jets last year were a quarter away from making the playoffs. And we tend to...
It was that Patriot game.
We tend to forget that, but you know what? Under Chan Gailey, and Ryan Fitzpatrick has history with this man. Chan Gailey took the New York Jets to a franchise record in total yards on offense. They finished 10th overall in overall offense in the league, which is, good, with the New York Jets traditionally being more of a defensive team. 11th in points per game, and this was because of the explosive receivers that they had. We mentioned Decker and Marshall, and the consistency of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, I'm not sure if it was more of a fluky season because I think he was in a system that...
I think he just hit the right system.
It was it. That was it. And he had the combination of Bilal Powell, who came up. Chris Ivory was a beast.
And now you got Matt Forte.
So you lose Ivory, you get Forte. That's a nice, healthy balance for the New York Jets.
Back who can receive.
We got to go back to the Geno Smith conversation because that's the thing. I think last year, him getting cracked in the jaw was the best thing that's ever happened to the franchise.
Greatest thing that ever happened to the Jets.
Do you want to commit to Geno Smith? Because at this point, you have a chance to take over the division. And this is the team right now. You go out and make these big moves to get Forte. Just give in. Just give Fitzpatrick what he wants, and he'll take you to the playoffs. That's how it is. With Geno Smith, though, I don't think they're a 1-win team. I think they're a 6 or an 8-win team.
I changed my mind a little bit. I think
they're a 0-win team.
I changed my mind a little bit, and I will say this: if Geno Smith starts game. Well, let's say this: if Geno Smith plays the entire season and Ryan Fitzpatrick never hits the field for the Jets, I am certain that this team will start out 0-6. Cincinnati, loss. Buffalo, loss. KC, loss. Seattle, not a fucking chance. Pittsburgh, get out of here. Arizona could be a Super Bowl team this year. That's 6 games you ain't winning.
Even if they have Fitzpatrick and they go 2-4, they're still in it.
Fitzpatrick, it changes some things. I'm saying if Geno Smith is the starter for all these games.
I don't have any faith in him either, man.
The games that I just changed, I had them at 1-15. Now I've got them at 5-11. 4-12, 5-11. I changed the Baltimore game. Baltimore's I changed the Brown game. I gave it to Cleveland at first because it was at home, but that one can go either way. I gave them the game against the Rams because I forgot Jared Goff is their quarterback and probably is going to struggle a lot. And then I gave them the 49er game. However, the 49er game, I could see Chip Kelly winning it because it's in San Fran. If the 49ers win, they're a 4-win team. If the Browns win, because those two are on the road and the home team could just get it because of home, then they're a 3-win team. So I'd say 3 to 5 wins.
They were 4th overall in defense last year. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but the biggest position, the thing I always say about the NFL, if you said, Ricky, you get 2 positions. 2 positions to have the best anything. Give me a fucking quarterback who can lead my team and be the franchise and give me people to block for him. That's all I need. I want people to block. I just need people to block for him and a franchise quarterback, and I can win a Super Bowl.
I think it's as simple as this. If the Jets sign Fitzpatrick, they're a wild card team.
No, they are. They are. With Geno Smith, though, they're looking at the draft and then kind of deciding, are we going to take Deshaun Watson or do we think Hackenberg's the future because Geno's not?
I'm interested to see the development of Hackenberg. I kind of like him. I know Brandon hates him, but
I do. I like him a little bit. I do think he's got some things that he needs to work on.
Big time.
Because I think James Franklin didn't work with the kid enough.
But I think that's exactly why they draft the kid, because he's got Fitzpatrick there to kind of support him.
Because you think there's going to be a deal.
They got to get it done. But I think the Jets, too, drafting a guy like Christian Hackenberg, assumed that Ryan Fitzpatrick would be there and he would be there to.
And that's just a total lack of faith in
push Geno Smith out. Oh, for sure. Yeah, they know Geno Smith is not the answer. They know that for sure.
And here's the thing about Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I'm taking this from Jason Whitlock from Speak for Yourself.
Why him?
I agree with him on this because this is what he said.
Ugh.
So, Speak for Yourself, Colin Cowherd, Jason Whitlock, their new show. And they were talking about this. And it was best bets or good bets, whatever they do. And it was, will Ryan Fitzpatrick be in a Jet uniform? Or is it a good bet to say he will? And Whitlock said yes, because there was news that Fitzpatrick put his house in New York up for rent. And Whitlock said to me, that's a call my bluff card. Because if he was serious, that house wouldn't be up for rent. It would be up for sale.
He's just trying to get what he wants.
That's why. Like, if he was serious about getting out of town and not wanting to sign with the Jets, that house would be for sale.
Yeah, but
not just for rent.
Really, you look at it, the demand for Ryan Fitzpatrick right now, it's only the Jets, really.
If I was the Bills and had the money, I would throw money at Fitzpatrick just not to play for the Jets.
I wouldn't.
If I had the money. That's what I'm saying.
They've already had him in Buffalo.
You're not going to start.
That.
We're just giving you money not to play for them.
No. You don't want to invest in an asset like that when they have Tyrod Taylor?
I said if they have the money to just waste it on
Create locker room problems. You don't want to do that.
But what I'm saying is you don't even have to come to the games. Just stay at home. Just stay at home, sit on the couch. We'll pay you not to play for them.
You know what Fitzpatrick's doing? If anything, it's evidence that he really is not going to play in the NFL because he's thinking, well, my quarterbacking days are over. I got to move on to something else. You know what? It's real estate. I'm going to be a landlord.
Not even that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in New York.
I'll give you guys this. What are the odds that the Jets don't sign him, wait too long, freak injury week 1 or week 2, and someone swoops in and takes him?
Well, that's a problem even with just the preseason. I mean, how possible is it for, like
if an Andrew Luck goes down again and the Colts swoop in and take him?
Yeah. If someone gets hurt in game 1, game 2, hell, even game 3, somebody can come in there and grab him because the Jets will. I honestly think the Jets will be willing to play out Geno Smith and Bryce Petty and Christian Hackenberg through like week 3. After that game 3, they're going to be picking up that phone call and saying, hey, man, we really need you to show up.
We'll see.
God, if I was the Broncos, I'd be like, oh, let's give them a call, see what we can
Broncos
do.
have no money. They just spent all of it on Von Miller.
I know, but you could get them for cheap at that point.
And honestly,
a 1-year cheapo deal.
For Fitzpatrick, he's lucky to be on this Jets team that's good and actually can compete. He just moves over to Denver. It's the exact same situation. It's a really good team that he just gets to luck his way into.
Yeah, we focused a lot on Ryan Fitzpatrick with the Jets today, but that's like the biggest
That's the story, yeah.
That's their huge story.
Because they're fringe average playoff team last year.
I like their defense under Bowles. Their defense is going to be fine.
Oh, yeah.
To me, it's a quarterback play. That's the big thing that's going to hold them down this year.
And they got playmakers on offense, so why not capitalize?
They
Got to get the guy who get the ball to him. You know?
But you need a quality quarterback. But let's move on into...
Let's do it.
Deflategate. The last time we will be talking about Deflategate
Probably
forever.
not, though.
Hopefully. Tom Brady has said he's done, but we don't know. And some of the losses, Akeem Hicks no longer with the Patriots. You've got LeGarrette Blount no longer there. Terrell Brown no longer there. Who cares? The big additions, Chris Long coming over from the Rams, Terrence Knighton coming in from the Redskins, the big draft pick for them. Cyrus Jones in the second round was the first guy they took out of Alabama.
Shea McClellan, Marty Bennett.
Shea McClellan, Marty Bennett. We'll get to Martellus Bennett because that's going to be a big one. Him and Gronk.
We're not talking Shea McClellan today?
No,
Okay,
no
good.
McClellan.
Right.
I mean, unless you really want to touch him.
No, we're
fine.
good. We're fine.
But Deflategate, though, we're done with it.
Well,
this is the
you know
last
what?
4 games, and Tom Brady is for sure not going to play.
Here's the thing. The biggest slap in the face with this whole thing is just that Tom Brady, the guy who isn't going to let his backup even take a rep in practice, now can't even talk with the team. He has to sit at home for these 4 games. And you know that eats away at him. He can't do anything because he's going to be sitting there thinking, this is how I started my job. Quarterback was down. I came in.
But he's not going to. Like, Jimmy Garoppolo's not going to Tom Brady.
Turns out.
Tom
But
Brady.
here's the thing.
Goes 4-0.
You're sitting at home.
They're not going 4-0. They got to play the Cardinals.
And we can talk about it. You're sitting at home. You've never really had to sit at home before. And this isn't like when you got hurt and Matt Castle came in, but you were still young and everyone still knew you were coming back. We're at the tail end of the Tom Brady career. He's going to be nervous.
Here's the thing, though, and the differences between the two situations. Tom Brady is, first off, fucking Tom Brady, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Drew Bledsoe at the time wasn't that good.
Yeah, he's falling off.
And he was falling off, and the Patriots needed a reason to get rid of him. And Tom Brady gave them a reason to get rid of him. For me, the big thing I look at, and it hit me today, of course, when I didn't listen to him. I usually do. Mike's going to give me an evil look because he says I reference him too much. But I saw a little 2-minute clip from Cowherd.
I knew it.
And the thing he mentioned, and it was actually true, look at Tom Brady, look at Peyton Manning. And their two situations, their two controversies. You have Tom Brady. Ignore it for now. Get through the season. Not going to cooperate at all. Look at what happened. Peyton Manning, ignore it up front. Get through the season. Cooperate fully. It's done. Nobody talks about it again.
Yeah, I think
that's the difference.
Sure.
Because he didn't cooperate at all, that's why this lingered on as long as it did.
I think we just have to back it up a little bit and just understand that this is an example of a power trip by the commissioner, and Roger Goodell came in and said, listen, I don't care. You're cheating. So I'm gonna punish you for it. And he's setting Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, as an example. Now listen, with the Tom Brady conversation, with Jimmy Garoppolo overtaking his starting position, that's not going to happen. Tom Brady's going to go out in his own terms because he is the greatest of all time. I'll say that over and over again.
He's the GOAT.
He is. So with the whole Patriot situation, they got to get through these first 4 games. And you mentioned it. They have a tough schedule to begin the season.
I'll tell you this. You want to know how I've got it mapping out for them?
Please, let us all know.
They will be 1-3 under Garoppolo. I think the Dolphins and Bills will capitalize. Cardinals, not a chance. They will beat the Texans. Then when Tom comes back week 5, 13-0. They finished 13-3.
We could just talk about the offensive weapons that they still have. And Edelman's still there, right?
Edelman, Amendola, they just got to stay healthy.
Yeah,
they
that goes without saying.
They got Marty Bennett now to go along
now you
with
have
Gronk.
The dual tight end threat. And
Hey, the last time they had it was Hernandez and Gronk.
The value in a dual tight end threat, not
As
only
Patriots
as weapons.
I still do want to put some caution to New England. Got to give the ball to Martellus Bennett. Got to give him the ball, because if you don't, that is locker room cancer. If you do not give him the ball, if you do not feed the monster, it's going to create a problem.
The black unicorn.
We'll see.
As he likes to call himself.
I only kind of disagree there, because he's playing for the New England Patriots,
a winner finally,
an organization that does things a certain way.
The thing about Martellus Bennett though is, I
he's
don't
a character
want to.
For sure,
he's a character, and I don't want to seem like I'm openly trying to criticize him a lot, but he's kind of a selfish guy at the same
he's outspoken,
time.
Absolutely.
I just worry because Tom Brady spreads the ball around. There are plenty of times where certain receivers are not getting their fair catch, their fair share of the catches. I just want to warn people that Martellus Bennett comes with some baggage.
Oh, he does, and that's for sure. He's a guy who has a personality, and when you have that as an athlete, sometimes that can be crossed over.
They kept Randy Moss under control.
Yeah, and I mean, Randy Moss, that was at the tail end.
Historic.
And really, you could say they didn't, because they ended up trading him, and that was when he went, oh, wait, did he go to the Patriots from the Vikings? That was at the time when it was like Jets, Vikings, Jets, or Jets, Vikings, Patriots, something like that. He got traded from the Patriots to the Vikings to the Jets. That's what it was, because it was he played for the Patriots against the Jets.
You love your Randy Moss.
Went to the Vikings for a week or two, then got traded back.
His shirt into Randy Moss jersey.
It's my jersey.
I'll never
I got
forget,
my Randy Moss
just real
jersey.
Quick, when he mooned the Green Bay Packer crowd.
Oh, that was great.
Fantastic.
That was a playoff game, I believe.
Yeah. So
I believe it was a playoff game, but no, this season for the Patriots, I think they're going to be fine. I don't think this 4-game stretch is going to hurt them at the beginning. It's just going to be that Arizona game is for sure going to be a loss. And then it's what can you do? I think that the reason why I'm giving them a win over the Texans is, as of right now, J.J. Watt's expected not to play that game.
And that's huge.
If he does, it's different, but without J.J. Watt, I think Garoppolo will be fine.
What's the weak spot of the Patriots? It's the offensive line. Don't have J.J. Watt out there. Although, there are still plenty of pieces to this Houston Texans front seven.
And notice how the two teams I also gave them losses to, the Dolphins and the Bills, what did we talk about? Their defensive line.
They can put the pressure on. So, I mean, I don't know. If the Patriots do not figure out some kind of way to stop that, to slow that down, it's going to be a big problem for them throughout the season. Without a doubt, the Patriots aren't going to miss the playoffs. We all know the Patriots aren't missing the playoffs. It's just a matter of, are they that team that gets a bye, or are they just kind of barely getting their division and having to play everybody?
I've got them as a 3-game winner, winning their division right now, second best in the AFC, right behind the Chiefs.
Okay. So there you have it. You have ultimate faith in Tom Brady coming back like nothing happened.
13-0.
And just runs the team.
with Tom Brady.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and what's going to happen, the reason why I say that even more is Tom Brady's going to come back, and we're just going to get pissed off Tom Brady. And when you have pissed off Tom Brady, that's bad things for the other team. I feel the team I feel the most sorry for this season is the Cleveland Browns Week 5. Because you are going to get absolutely obliterated by Tom Brady. Like, he is going to... It's going to be like that game... Oh, what was it? A year or two ago? I want to say it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was the year they went to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. And they had a bad start. And then on Monday night, they played the Bengals at home.
Is Tom Brady done?
And Tom Brady went, fuck it. I am going to run it on like 5 straight. And then just punched it in. And
that's called an answer.
And then just gave one of these to like everybody that just criticized
not
him.
Literally, not like Johnny Manziel.
No, but it was one of those things where he punched it in and went, fuck it, we're here. And then they went to the Super Bowl and won it.
The Patriots are always a team that they can lose a ton of games at the beginning, still be in competition at the end. They'll always be there for sure. I just think that, the one big thing to watch, it might not be, of course, for this season because they still have Tom Brady. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably not going to push Tom Brady out the door. But these first 4 games are going to be very, very important for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah,
and we got to look at that. All 31 teams are going to be watching They're going to be paying attention to what Jimmy Garoppolo's got because they want to know, is this guy going to be free agent soon? Is he going to walk? Because Tom Brady's playing until he's 60. So it doesn't matter that he's 39 years old coming into the season.
It's like when you think
this is the answer for the future.
It's like when you think of NFL guarantees. One guarantee you can say every year, and this is just not me shitting on them, it's true. The Browns are under 500, under 5 wins each and every year. Then another one, Patriots win their division. Third, Rex Ryan always will make a guarantee. Those are like guarantees that you can say those will happen every year. Browns stink, Patriots succeed, Rex Ryan makes a promise he can't keep.
Overall, I think Goodell is just enforcing the power that he has, and he's like, listen, I can do this. I don't care what you have to say.
If Tom Brady, and this is my thought on it, if Tom Brady would have said, fine, I'm gonna cooperate, then it would have been completely different.
Because he believed he didn't do anything wrong.
Well,
that's the thing.
It doesn't matter. What you do is if you are accused of something and you say, I'm not going to cooperate,
you're just making it worse.
Everybody thinks, oh, you're not cooperating because you did something. That's what happens.
Well, or he truly believed that he took advantage of the system in a fair way.
If you truly believe you did nothing wrong, it should be fine. I'll cooperate because I did nothing wrong.
That's the belief people have. If you've got nothing to hide, then what are you hiding?
Yeah, so obviously he had a say in the deflation of footballs because he worked with his ball crew or whatever and said, yeah, you know, this deal's
really
good.
is it a stupid thing to suspend someone over? Yes. But I feel like if he would have followed the Peyton Manning route and cooperated completely, would have been a different story.
You know what? You made us listen to this damn thing for 3 years. 4 games is lucky. If it's me, you're out for the whole fucking season because I had to listen to this damn Deflategate thing for 2 years now.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. Serve your damn suspension.
Yeah.
Remember last year when we talked about, what are the Patriots going to do with this 4 game? And then he came back.
Yeah. They're going to be fine. I don't see the Patriots being dethroned this year. So,
well, if New York has Fitzpatrick, they honestly have a shot at taking the division. If they can sweep the Patriots, they'll take the division. Because honestly, Patriots, they could be right around 10 wins. Jets also could be right around 10 wins. It might honestly come down to who's got that better division record.
I think the Jets are the most talented. But you add in Tom Brady, and then all of a sudden it's the Patriots division.
And the thing that I like most is, of course, with the 13-0 after Tom Brady gets back, there are 3 games looking at it now. 4 if Fitzpatrick comes back, that the Patriots could lose. First one, Bengals at home. I'd still give it to the Patriots just because it's in Foxborough. Steelers on the road. I might change that one because it's on the road. Seahawks at home. You're at home. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And then Jets on the road. If I switch those 2 that are on the road, 11-5. Yeah, but the way I look at it is Buffalo they'll split. They'll win the first one,
Bills are tough.
The Bills will win the first one, get real cocky, and Tom Brady will slap them in the face.
Also, just pointing it out there, I know it's a different quarterback now, but Von Miller gets to play Tom Brady again.
I have the Patriots winning that one because of quarterback play.
It's hard to play quarterback when Von Miller's on top of you.
Well, it's hard to fucking score the ball when your quarterback's a piece of shit.
Wow.
Yeah, no, not good.
I don't know, man. Feel. Trevor Siemian, he might have it going then.
No, has nothing.
He might get it
Paxton
going.
Lynch may be starting at that time. That's week 15.
I don't know. I think that the Broncos are honestly showing that
Mark Sanchez
Paxton Lynch does not have a lot of faith in that locker room.
Mark Sanchez could be injured at that time, and Trevor Siemian could be proven
just
that he's
bad.
not the answer.
Yeah.
And Paxton Lynch could be thrown into the fire then.
Also proven to not really be that good. So, maybe draft a new quarterback again.
And what's funny is now that I switched that Steeler and Jet win, they moved from first round bye to now hosting the Colts in the division or in the wild card round. So
See?
that's how much that could change with those 2. But